Hi friends, Mindy here. I have something sort of different to share with you today. This is a subscription service that I have joined for, it's actually for a year, and it's called the Flower Letters. And so I received an email reaching out about becoming an affiliate with the Flower Letters. And so I had never heard of them, and I went and did some research on their website and just was kind of really intrigued by this idea. So what happens is this basically a subscription snail mail service, and you kind of experience a story that's told through letters, the characters, and you get mail every like twice a month for a year. So I'll get 24 letters, and then also they send 12 postcards as well, along with other things throughout the year. And so it's just kind of a fun way. I just felt like this was a really unique idea. And so I've already received my first letter. You can see it here. They also have matching tins that kind of coordinate with whichever subscription service that you're doing. The one that I chose is called the Adelaide Magnolia Collection. They just have one that just opened just within the last couple of days, that's called Orchid May Collection, and they have different kind of genres. All of these are family friendly, which is another great thing, so you don't have to worry about getting content that you don't really want to read. I really love historical fiction, and so one of the things that I thought was so fun about this is that they're very kind of time period specific or event specific. And so this one actually mentions in it the opening of the Waterloo Bridge and different kinds of things, and it's just a lot of fun. So this first letter that I got is set in 1817. I'm not going to share all of the details because that's just kind of the fun part of this subscription service. But down here at the bottom of this letter in red typeface, you can kind of see there's a note on there. There's a few words throughout this letter that may be like words that you wouldn't necessarily use in our vernacular, or kind of referring to a specific situation or time frame that's kind of time specific to your kind of letter. And so you can go on their website and learn more about what those things mean. Like, for instance, this one is referring to the season. And so you can go on their website and it will talk to you about, kind of what that actually means, which is just kind of fun if you're a nerd like me. I love this time period. Like, Pride and Prejudice is my thing, my jam. So, like, I realize that sounds nerdy, but, so that's why I actually chose this particular collection. They do have several others. They have one that's even geared for a kind of younger audience. Like I said, it's all family friendly, so you don't have to worry about that. And I just thought it was such a fun idea, and I think it would be such a good gift, like if you have a reader in your life, just a really unusual gift. And right now they're doing a Mother's Day sale, and through Mother's Day you can get, I believe it's 35% off, and off of the subscription or off of the tins. You get those separately. But you can join this subscription. You can pay monthly, or you can pay all in one lump sum. And like I said, I just really feel like it's a fun, just a fun way to kind of experience, a nice story. And who doesn't love getting, fun mail? So what I'm going to be doing, though, and so, like I mentioned that I'm not going to be using the tin for the letters. I'm going to use that for something else. I'm going to create a journal because that's what I love to do. And I thought it would be fun to have a journal that had like envelopes in it for the signatures. So I'm starting out using my envelope punch board. And I have a couple of these. I have a smaller version as well, but I needed this size. So I already pre-measured everything. I measured the letter, and I kind of knew what I needed my finished envelope to be. And so I cut my paper down to 8 3/4 square. And now I'm using my punch board, just kind of going around following the directions. And this is not intended to be a tutorial for this, although let me know if that's something that would be helpful in the future. But it does have the features of being able to round the corners and everything if you've not seen this tool before. I have used it on my channel before, but it's been a really long time. So I have this box. This is actually a Wheat Thins box. If you've watched my channel, you know I love to use these kind of boxes to recycle and make my journals out of. And then I have it already covered with some double-sided adhesive. This is super sticky, super strong adhesive from thescrapbook.com. And I'm just going to pull back the release paper. Normally I do this in sections. I don't really know why. I didn't this time. I was just kind of off my game today. I was kind of on the struggle bus a little bit here, but it's, at least you can see it's super sticky. And what I'm covering this in is actually packaging paper. And I just thought it would be so fun because it's going to give it kind of a leather type feel. And so I kept all those wrinkles in there. I just thought that would be just perfect for what I wanted to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim this down. And so just to make this part a little bit easier to wrap. And I'm going to go ahead and use some double-sided adhesive, this in a roller form. I have my scrapbook.com version, but I don't have like the 1 inch, which is my favorite size. They have just been out of stock forever. And so I just thought I would use a tape runner for this. This paper is super, super thin, so it's going to work just fine. And I'm just going to go around and wrap this cover just like I would do any other cover. And this kind of style of journal that I'm going to be creating today is actually the same journal that I just created for my By the Will for God devotional. So if you want to see a more in-depth kind of process for that, but if you want to kind of get this sort of like leathery type feel, I'm going around with some Distress ink. This is archival ink in ground espresso, and then I'm going over those kind of raised bumps, and this will give that just kind of a leathery kind of feel. I've done this before on my channel. It's actually been quite a while, but you can also achieve that same look with using like tissue, like pattern tissue, and if you collage it down like with collage medium or whatever, and then you can kind of paint over the top, and it ends up giving it just a really like leathery type feel, and it's awesome. So I also had this scrapbook paper in my stash that was this beautiful old map, and so I thought that would be fun. I just thought the colors worked well, and I'm actually using some Yoo-Hoo glue stick on here. I just felt like that was going to be a good idea. This paper is kind of thin, and so I feel like that Yoo-Hoo glue stick is going to be just fine. I am kind of folding it and working in sections just to make sure I have a good coverage of glue. And then I'm going back with my bone folder and just making sure everything is nice and burnished down, and that my cover is going to bend well. Okay, so now I need to work on the binding for all of my envelopes. I'm going to be using the twine binding method, which I have done on my channel before, in fact, just recently, but I'll kind of hit the high points. So I'm starting with some baker's twine here and a long piece of thread on the outside of the journal, and then I'm going to wrap the twine around the spine as many times as I want signature. So in this case, I'll be 12. I ended up doing 13 so I could have an extra envelope. And then you leave a long length on the front. So you have one piece coming from the top and one piece coming from the bottom, and then you kind of cross them over each other. And then that one on the left, you tuck behind all of the others, and this is going to pull everything tight. And then I tie a bow. First I tie a square knot and then tie a bow, and then I'll just leave those pieces long. If I want to trim those down later or add something to them, I certainly can do that. But for now, it's just going to be a real simple bow. And then I'm going to go through here and just kind of even those out, make sure they're evenly spaced. And I'm going to insert my first envelope. So I'm actually want these to kind of fold around that twine. So it looks like they're kind of bound in here. And so I'm going to take this first one, and I'm just on this one side going to tuck that into the twine. And then I'm going to be using some art glitter glue. This just is a white PVA that dries really quickly. And I'm adding it to the two sides of the envelope. And at this point, I realized I wanted to flip this envelope the opposite direction. I wanted the flat part of the envelope facing forward. That way, if I want to decorate it, I can do that. So I'm just going to pull this out really quickly and insert it the opposite way. And then I will close that up. And then let me know if you would like to see videos kind of going out, you know, through the year as I am getting these letters. I'll definitely be like decorating the envelopes and everything. So let me know if you'd like to see that process as well. For now, I'm tucking in the little cabinet card with his photo, the little postcard that I received, and then of course the letter. And then letter 2 will also go in there. So I'm going to kind of do it by month. And then I wanted to add this postcard. I was originally going to do it to the face of that envelope, but I really decided that I would like it on the front cover of my journal. I just feel like it will pull everything together. And I have a feeling that they're all going to coordinate. And so I'm just going to use some more of that art glitter glue, a good amount of it here so that it will stick to that kind of rough texture of my journal. But I just feel like it's going to kind of pull everything together, and it's just a beautiful postcard. And we'll see, what other little surprises we get throughout the year. But like I said, just, let me know. I'm not going to make you watch me add all of the envelopes, but this is what it looks like when it's finished. I'll do a quick little flip through here of it. And like I said, if you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. I will put my affiliate link down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And again, let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. And until next time, bye.